What is going on, people? It's your boy Forde, aka Forde Have Mercy. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these. The last video I actually done was when we completed the deal for Florian Lejeune, and that was at least a week ago, and I was in sunny Portugal, and now I'm back in dreary old England. So, a lot's happened since then, so believe me, there's a lot to run through. Let's start off with news which is a week old now, but I have to get it out of the way. Forde and Anita signed for Leeds United on a free. Now, it surprised me because, again, I thought he had a lot to offer, not only us, but a team in the Premier League. But no, he's decided to go down the route of signing for Leeds United. Not going to discredit Leeds United at all. Very good club, fantastic following. I actually enjoyed both games that we played against him last season. But he becomes their fourth signing. And it's a shame to see him go as well. But again, if he's going to play anywhere, then again, a team that has a really loyal following like Leeds United is the best way to go about it. Now, he completed a deal which is very shocking to me as well, because again, we do need another right back. Yes, we've got DeAndre Yedlin, we've got Jamie Sterry there. You could argue we've got Jesus Gomez there still. He's still on the books of the club, but I don't think he'll be playing. But again, I thought we'd at least got someone in before we released him. But again, it could have been a two-way street. He could have said to himself or said to Rafa, look, you know, I want to play my preferred position, which is centre midfield. And again, he looks like he's going to get the opportunity to do so at Leeds United. So I wish him all the best. He made something like over 150 odd appearances for us. He signed for us in 2012. So again, he's been somewhat of a loyal servant to the club, scored a couple screams as well. I remember his goal in Europe as well that he scored, and obviously that goal he scored 2 seasons ago against Manchester City, cutting in off the right and scoring off his left. So again, he leaves with, you know, all of our best and all of our best wishes, basically. Now all of the old news is out of the way, time to get with the new up-to-date news. Now I've actually got a piece of paper next to me because there's so much to get through, so bear with me on this one. Starting with Jacob Murphy, currently playing for Norwich City. Now it's revealed that him and his brother Josh are long life Newcastle United fans from all the pictures going around on Twitter. I think it has been actually confirmed. He's actually been asked a couple of years ago, you know, who does he support? And he said, come out and said he supports Newcastle United. It has been revealed that we've put in an £8 million bid for him, which is Jacob Murphy, not Josh. And it's been rejected, but I do think we still are interested in that. So that actually might be something that might materialise. Moving on to the next one, Sheyi Ojo, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Liverpool winger, basically he's on his way to Borough. Cut a long story short. We wanted him to sign him actually, but it's actually preferred that from Liverpool's point of view that he goes on loan somewhere, and that place is to Middlesbrough. Now, I don't know, maybe it's a case of not selling him to a Premier League rival, but again, he's going on loan to Borough, which looks to be completed by the end of this week, so that one's out the window. Next one is Jesus Navas, who was released from Manchester City. Now, it looks like he's on his way to Sevilla, so that's not going to happen at all. Apparently, his wage demands are too big anyway. But again, would we have wanted to see him here? Yes, he's got pace, but again, he's coming into his 30s now. If he is 30 already, I think he actually is 30. So again, the thing that he actually had is starting to go, you know, by that age. So again, would he have been a decent signing, especially with how much he would have been on? Not really. I'm not too gutted about that one at all. On to the keeper situation now. This one baffles me as well. I keep saying we've got 5 keepers, 4 now. Obviously, Sells is on loan. Do we need to sign a keeper? It looks like we're going to eventually. Reina has been linked, but I think he signed a new deal with Napoli. Joe Hart's been linked, but again, his wage demands is too much. So again, I'm not losing any sleep over that one. The thing that I am a little bit worried about and concerned about is that Borough, again, have been ambitious in the window, which is good for them. They've put in a bid for Darlow. £5 million though. £5 million. That's cheeky. Not going to happen. Not at that rate anyway. We've got to be more than £5 million. For a player of his stature who could go on to bigger and better things, hopefully with Newcastle United, of course, but not £5 million. Even Reading have put in a cheeky bid, I think, around that mark. Not £5 million, mate. No. Moving on to another Borough player, or that Borough link, should we say, Traore. You know, I've watched him a couple of times actually in the flesh, and he is frustrating. He's got pace to burn, but that final end product it's not there. It's just not there yet. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Atsu, but at the same time, Atsu's got a little bit more to him. You know, towards the end of the season, Atsu was actually coming into his own. But for the fee that apparently they want for him, £15 million. Nah, mate, jog on. Seriously, jog on. No pun intended. Well, pun actually is intended there, yeah. Have to jog on for that price fee. On to a logical transfer rumour. Jefferson Montero of Swansea City. Now, I remember when we played them a couple of seasons ago, and he actually tore us to pieces. He was absolutely rapid, quick, gets the ball into the box and does what a winger needs to do. Not full of fancy tricks all the time, just does what a winger needs to do. Get the ball into the box, create chance for the front men, and that's it. Apparently been offered him for £4 million. Absolute bargain in my opinion. And I wouldn't even mind if we put in, you know, £4.5 million just to get the deal done. I don't want it to be, you know, a long drawn out process like Florian Lejeune where it takes 3 weeks to complete a deal, which we could have done in a week. Just get the deal done and then move on to the next transfer. So again, if that happens, I wouldn't even be bothered about that. But one thing I must add as well, that if we're getting in another winger, what does that mean for the future of Rolando Aarons? We keep being linked with winger upon winger upon winger. Bearing in mind now, we've got Atsu permanently at the club. Richie's not going anywhere anytime soon. Yes, Gouffran's transfer or contract is up in the air, but again, we still got the likes of Rolando Aarons as well that can be used as a winger as well. So does he get used, or does he move back to left back? Because he was used at left back a couple of times before his injury. So again, that's just something else to add into the mix as well. Now, moving on to players going out the door. Now, I was going to add this in at the start, but I'll add it in now. I think this is the main reason that's holding up our transfers coming in. We've got a squad of about mid-30s, 35 at a push. That's including the youngsters that could be chosen at the club. Now, from my understanding, we actually need to get rid of some of these guys, either out on loan, or permanently. And that's the reason why. It's not just due to the money. Yes, we're looking to get money or get them off the books. But at the same time, we need to make sure that we have a squad of about, I think it's 25 at a push. I'm not too sure on the whole how many you could have in the squad. But again, we need to reduce that anyway in terms of wage bill and in terms of numbers. So the quicker we can get these players out the door, that's when we can start getting players through the door. And I think we'll see someone likely to go out the door faster than we actually get someone coming in the door. Because at the moment, we've only had 2 players come in. And it doesn't look like we're going to have any more coming in anytime soon. So again, I think we're going to have people going out first before we get people coming in through the door. So the first one is Darryl Murphy. Apparently it's been linked to Notts Forest and Sunderland. To be honest with you, I'm not too fussed where he goes to. Yes, Sunderland's the rival, blah, but they're in the Championship at the moment. I mean, if we can get money for him, that's the main thing. If he wants to go to Sunderland again, bearing in mind he was at Sunderland before, it's no skin off my nose as long as they pay. Same with Grant Hanley. Now, he's been linked with everyone at the moment. I think the fee is the stumbling block at the moment. £5.5 million. I think, did we pay £5 million for him? So again, that we might have to lower that in terms of getting a player out the door, because at the moment we've got 5 centre halves vying for 2 positions. Now, at the moment, for me, it's Lascelles and Clark who take the 2 positions. Yes, Lejeune's come in, but again, we've not even seen him play in a black and white shirt yet, so you can't demand a first team shirt just yet. And obviously, Mbemba, you know, we all love him, but I think his best position, if I'm honest, is in central defensive midfield. And if you watch him play internationally, that's where he usually plays. He actually gets a goal or 2. I would play him there rather than in the centre half position as well. Moving on to more transfer rumours now. Kieran Gibbs has been linked with us. At first, he was linked at £15 million. That's now been pretty much chopped in half to £8 million. Again, I'd still think that we've got a long way to go on that one. As I said before, I think we still need to get players out the door before we can even think about signing players for around about £8 to £10 million. And then there's obviously other players that have gone to other clubs that I've been interested in and I think we should have gone for. Ruben Loftus-Cheek looks like he's going to Crystal Palace. And then Kurt Zouma yesterday has been announced either he's going to Stoke or West Bromwich Albion on loan. So there you have it. Those are the transfer rumours as of today. And this is, the 12th of July. But I'm sure we'll have another 15,000 more names, links. But I'm going to try and save these videos for when we've actually got something concrete on the table, rather than just going with this person, that person, because we'll be here for days upon days upon days. But anyway, let me know on your thoughts on everything that I've mentioned before. Vernon Anita's obviously gone to Leeds United. We put in a bid for Jacob Murphy from Norwich City. That's been rejected, but I think we might go for another bid. And obviously we've got a lot of players to get rid of as well. Who do we need to get rid of and why? And then hopefully who can we sign after that? Because again, Rafa wants up to about 8 players. I think we need it up to about 10 players. But again, with pre-season friendlies fast approaching, which is when we need to get players in the most to get that bedding in period, I think time is ticking away. So not to be too scared about things at the moment, but again, it's just a slight little worry just to think that things are not going to plan as we thought they might be. So that's been enough for me, guys. You'll see me all soon. Now I'm going to be back on this now on a daily basis. So take care of yourselves. See you all soon. Peace.